Hello everyone and welcome for the second game of the face-off between Valdemar and Elyona. We are in the HAG WorldBattles and the outcome of this game is simply to see who is gonna be the fourth player of this event. At the beginning there were 4 players: Elyona, Valdemar, Corvinus and Meomaika, each one representing a country. Elyona for the France, Valdemar for the Denmark, Corvinus for the Hungary and Meomaika for the Vietnam. And yeah, we had some games and today we're gonna see who is the fourth player. The loser of this BO3 will be the fourth player of this event and the winner will face Corvinus in order to see who is the second or the third player. Meaning that Meomaika is the winner, of course, of this event. Don't hesitate to go and watch HAG guys, because we are an association that creates events on this amazing game that is AoE 4. And yeah, let's go for this game. Valdemar, who is playing the Delhi Sultanate in the color yellow, and in front of him we have Elyona playing the Byzantines in the color blue. So France versus Denmark here. And yeah, interesting matchup, interesting map. Of course, we are on Lipany. Lipany is a map where you have more berries, so it's cool for both of the civilization, because Delhi has a boost on the berries. It gives plus 100 food on the berries when you do a mill around them. And also it gives you 33% gather rate on those berries. Also, on the Byzantine side, you have the ability to do some olive oil thanks to the berry bushes. And this is very cool because the olive oil allows you to have some mercenaries. So yeah, the fact of having more berries on this map is very interesting for both of the civilization. And yeah, what is cool also with this map is that you have a lot of resources close to your base. So this is kind of a closed map, but not really. You can still go out on the map without being afraid of losing your army in the base of your opponent. You are still free to go. And Delhi will play really around the sacred site. They want to take the sacred sites because they can have a lot of gold thanks to this. So the goal here from the Byzantine side is to protect those sacred sites. In order to do so, I think the call of the javelin throwers is the best, but we will see what Elyona thinks about this. We have the ground winery here that allows you to have 60% more olive oil thanks to the berry bushes. And we have the Dome of the Faith, of course, for Valdemar. This is not surprising. These two choices are the most common ones. And we see that a lot on AoE 4 because the Dome of the Faith gives you some scholars. And the scholars are very cool in order to have technologies for free faster. So yeah, the goal of the Delhi is to take sacred sites, go fast on the H-ups, going fast on the H3, having those technologies for free, having the relics and stuff. And the goal of the Byzantines is to defend that, to avoid the opponent from taking sacred sites, avoid the opponents going on the H-ups. It feels like Delhi is a little bit stronger in this matchup, but I'm not sure, because Byzantines is very strong at the moment, especially with the changements that were on the cisterns. It costs cheaper overall, but the first cistern costs more. Before it was 50 of stone for the first cistern, then 100, then 150, then 200, etc. And now it's every cistern costs 120. So this means that the first cisterns cost more, but the next one costs less. And it kind of snowballs a little bit, because the more you have cistern, the more you have gathering rates on your villagers, and the more you have bonuses also on your production buildings and stuff. So yeah, it feels like the beginning is a little bit slower with the Byzantines, but the rest of the game is very strong. So maybe the Byzantines can do something with the Delhi in front of them. I hope so for Elyona. Let's do some barracks. And I'm looking forward to see what he chose, what he's choosing as mercenaries. Personally, I would go for the javelin throwers because it gives you a very good H2. It's better than the longbows in my opinion versus the Delhi, because you want to go on the H2, avoid your opponent taking the sacred sites, and the javelin throwers are mobile units, more mobile than the archer, the longbows. And also they trade better at the beginning of the game on H2. But as long as the game goes, I feel like the longbows are better. But at the beginning of the game, it feels like the javelin throwers are better. Because of the mobility, because also of the fact that they do a lot of damage. But they are slow on the attack speed. And the archers are very fast on the attack speed. So, yeah, you do more damage, but you fire less. And with the archers, you fire more, but you do less damage. But you're slower, and this is the most important thing in my opinion. Like, you want to go out on the map, you do the javelin throwers. You want to stay at home, you do the longbows. The mobility is very important in this game. What do we click? Longbows, javelin throwers, javelin throwers. I agree with this. 100%. This is cool. We're gonna see some javelin throwers, guys. More mobile, because the longbows are stronger than normal archers. They have +2 range, +1 damage, but they are a little bit more expensive, and also they move slower. So this is equivalent to 1.12, I think, compared to 1.25 for a normal unit. So yeah, if you go out on the map and you have longbows, then you can be in a little bit of trouble because your opponent can catch you with some gas raiders and stuff. You have a Elyona here, trying to defend from those light cavalry. The villager here is in danger, but we have some spearmen here to protect it. So no problem here for Elyona. He's doing a lot of cistern everywhere on the map, trying to boost those berry bushes for later on. Kinda cool. All the scholars here are gonna take the sacred sites. Elyona must go out on the map in order to avoid that. Very interesting also to see that Elyona is also doing some horsemen in order to counter his opponent. We have the Gazi Raider. Did we use? Yeah, we used the Akrotoi in order to defend better. And this is the stuff also, if you're playing against the Byzantines, this is very, very interesting to attack him on different points, because he has the gold to defend, the berries, and also the guy that is taking stone, also the guy that is making the cisterns and stuff. So there is a lot of different points that you can attack, and very great play from Elyona here, avoiding Valdemar taking the sacred sites. But this one is not defended. Elyona must defend with his horsemen here. Maybe we can take this scholar using the boar here from Valdemar's side in order to have a better play. And Elyona manages to take the kill here. Valdemar take the sacred site here. And this one too. Oh no, this is not cool for Elyona, because this is 125 gold per minute. But this is very nice. We killed 500 to our opponent from Elyona's side, and we didn't lose anything. So this is very well played for Elyona. Okay. This is a very nice beginning from Elyona, because he has like 5 cistern. So he has all the boosts. This is the maximum you can have, like 26% on your villagers, but also like 100% on your production speed, also 150% on your technologies. This is very, very strong. We managed to decap this sacred site, very nice. This one will be, yeah, it will stay alive, I think. Maybe not, because those spearmen are very, very cool. Versus those Gazi Raiders, we managed to take 1 kill, maybe another one. Yeah, those spearmen are very, very nice. And Valdemar is in a little bit of trouble, because he didn't want to do some archers at the beginning of the game. Elyona trying to take some damage from his opponent. What is very strong also with the Delhi is that you can have the, how is it called? The professional scouts for free. So now he can take the deers on the map and put them under the TC for free. So this is kind of cool. He has to do some scouts, of course. But very great play from Elyona that manages to take down all the secret sites from his opponent. I feel like he's ahead right now, because he's boosted on all his economy thanks to the cisterns. He has a lot of army. He has like now, yeah, he has all his javelin throwers, like 8 of them. Maybe soon another one. Yeah, he can take a little bit of berries in order to do so. Yeah, that's the call. And now he knows exactly where to push Valdemar in order to do damage. So this is where he's gonna go on the berries. But be careful about the army value. The army value is on the side of Valdemar, so maybe it's a little bit overextending to go here. We will see that there is a lot of spearmen in order to counter those horsemen, and there is a lot of horsemen. Be careful about those Gazi raiders that can come here on the side and kill those javelin throwers, but this is blocked here from Elyona thanks to those horsemen. Be careful with this fight, Elyona. This is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Very dangerous fight. Yeah, this is not cool for Elyona. Not at all. There is a lot of spearmen left, and we lost so many horsemen. This is horrible fight! Why did we go that far? I have to say, Delhi can produce a lot at the beginning of the game. So, now, what do you do as a Byzantine? Now the Delhi says, okay, you took a bad fight. No problem, I will take all the secret sites of the map, and now you just lost the game. I will put pressure on your base. Yeah, it feels over right now. You have so much wood. We did make too much wood. Like, I mean, you have so many production buildings. We don't need that. We have this. Like, one production building is equivalent to 2. So it's like Elyona has 4 stables, 4 barracks, 2 mercenary house, and also 4 archery range. How can you produce on those buildings constantly with 40 villagers? This is not possible. This is so much. This is so much wood that for nothing. This is a mistake from Elyona, 100%. You can produce so fast with this conscriptio. And now Elyona losing villagers everywhere because of those Gazi raiders. Yeah, and the Delhi taking all the secret sites and winning a lot of resources thanks to this. 125 resources per minute per secret sites is a lot. Especially because this is gold. And now Valdemar knows. He knows he can attack his opponent right now. Elyona trying to defend this position. Javelin throwers managed to take some archers down. But yeah, the front lane is gone. The archers are doing quite a good job at killing those spearmen. And Elyona does a good fight because he one-shots every unit. That's why he managed to take this fight. Like, there was a lot of scholars, but they were useless because Elyona just focused on one unit each time, so it one-shot the unit. You see what I mean? So the scholars couldn't heal any units because they were just one-shot. So this is a very good fight from Elyona. Maybe he can take back this game thanks to this amazing that he did, but I'm not sure about this because of the House of Learning that is coming right now from Valdemar. Because of those sacred sites, you have so much gold per minute, so you can just go with the House of Learning without making any villagers on the gold. So this is very, very strong. But the problem for Valdemar is that he doesn't have any army right now, and he cannot age up with this army. Elyona must do one unit on each sacred site in order to avoid his opponent from making so much economy. Valdemar putting here the scholar in order to take the relic. Taking the relic? Not taking the relic. Oh no, the horseman is not on the... Yeah, okay, he's on the secret sites, it's okay. Elyona has to go on the age up, but it feels difficult right now. And the call on Valdemar is just to mass, yeah, man-at-arms. Do a lot of man-at-arms because the Byzantines cannot deal with them on the H2 if they do not go on H3. Well, if they are in H2. We took 1 relic here. 2 relics here. Elyona must defend. He knows it, so he goes directly on this color. 1 scholar down. We protect those 2 relics thanks to this horseman. Very great vision from Elyona here. Very great play. We have the 2nd scholar that is here, attacking the position here. Did we pro scout a little bit from? Yeah, we pro scout a little bit from Valdemar. We did only 2 scouts, and it feels like this is the right call to do not overproduce some scouts. It will come naturally. Like 2 scouts is enough to take all the deers of the map. If you invest on this, you can be attacked on your base, and this is kind of difficult. And now the elephants. Now the elephants are here. Be careful with those spearmen that can counter those horsemen. Yes, this is very well played from Elyona. We have the House of Learning here that is producing some technologies for free. And we have the deers under the TC. I mean, this is a great position for Valdemar, even if we are under attack. We are on H3 compared to H2 for Elyona, and Elyona doesn't seem to want to go. Yeah, he wants to go on H3, sorry. He wants to put a little bit of pressure to his opponent right now, but it feels like it's not a good choice because of the man-at-arms right now. Okay, we can hit and run with those archers going for the Golden Horn Tower. At the same time, maybe hit a little bit those man-at-arms. No. Yeah, okay, we kill a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of difficult, and we have to run because of this elephant that can destroy all our army. And we want to have our technologies very fast. We have a lot of gold in order to do so. We don't have any food right now. Where is the food economy? Yeah, it's here. The scout that is taking a little bit the economy of Elyona. We want to fall back, and we won't have any relic then for Elyona, and all the relics are going for Valdemar. Yeah. But it feels like it's not over yet. Because we can do some stuff as Byzantines in the late game. It feels like we have a good economy, especially when we are gonna farm transition around this Grand Winery. We're gonna have a lot of stuff, but yeah, the 5 relics is a problem, in my opinion. We're gonna have our archers very fast. We didn't do the Dialecticus on this, and we need that in order to have our archers faster. This is a totally different fight if we have the archers on the veteran. Yeah, we don't have them on veteran, and this is total different fight. This is a little bit of a mistake from Elyona, and it can cost him the game. We can try to snipe this elephant, but this seems a little bit difficult. Why didn't we click this Dialecticus on this cistern? This elephant has 13 health, and just go back to the base and will be healed. Yeah, difficult position here for Elyona. Very difficult. How do we do? Protect our base from this massive archer, and this is a great combo, like the archers plus the elephants. The elephants are afraid of crossbows and spearmen, and the archers counters what? Spearmen and crossbows. This is a magic combo, and yeah, it is over. This means a 2-0 for Valdemar, in my opinion. Elyona cannot recover from this, especially because the Delhi has the 3 sacred sites, 5 relics, all his technologies for free. Yeah. A little bit overextended here from Elyona. This is sad because he had a very great game at the beginning. He was able to contest all the sacred sites of his opponent. And this is something that he played very well. Maybe the army composition was a little bit weird also, because he had so many horsemen. And also a lot of production buildings, as I said before. This is a keep here from Valdemar in the base of his opponent. Yeah, when this happens, this means your opponent is directly saying to you, hey, you should quit the game, it's over. You cannot win this. I am destroying you. But Elyona manages to take down all those elephants thanks to those camels. And also those crossbows. Yeah. But that's it. You take the elephants out, but nothing else. This is over. GG gets called. Valdemar wins. Elyona is our 4th player of this event. GG to him. He is... The France is the 4th. And now we're gonna see Valdemar versus Corvinus. Who is the 2nd and the 3rd? This means that. Who is the 2nd and the 3rd? BO3, Valdemar versus Corvinus. This is the next games we're gonna see. If you're on YouTube, it will be tomorrow. If you're on Twitch, we're gonna see that right now. Don't hesitate to come and see us on Twitch, of course. And don't hesitate to go and watch HAG, guys, because we are creating a lot of events on AoE4, as you can see here. And this is so much fun. See you in the next one. Bye.